How big was that sack that you had to kill that one Colorado drive right before the halftime?
Yeah, about to go into half. They had a 2-minute drive. They were honestly driving on us, and we always say sacks and drives, and that's exactly what that did. Forced them to give us the ball back and then go into halftime without them scoring.
How good are you guys after 6 games?
I hear you.
How good are you guys after 6 games?
We don't think we're anything, man. We still have a lot to prove and a lot to overcome as the season keeps on going.
What do you have to prove?
Just getting better, more turnovers, getting after the quarterback more, beating people by way more than 3 points, 4 points. Yeah.
What do you feel like you guys proved on the road at Colorado? Celebrating the locker room, you had to have proved something.
Yeah, just that it was another statement. It was a statement road game that we really needed, especially in the Big 12, how it is a gauntlet right now. So just getting the win, keep on going week by week.
You guys' defense have given up a lot of passing yards lately. You've also been going up against some really good passing teams. I guess how do you just to kind of approach the numbers that you see at the end of these games?
The end, I don't really focus on the end, but just play by play, just locking into your details, understanding and trusting and leaning on what that you've been taught and what are you playing for.
On that one sack that you had, covered a lot of ground to make it. What was, from your perspective, how did you pull that play off?
Honestly, at the back, and the back was gone. He was blocking somebody.
Okay.
But I saw Mott take a shot, so I took a shot as well. And then he spun right outside of Mott and then just made it. It was right in front of me.
Nice.
What can you say about guys on defense that stepped up with all the injuries in the second half?
It's huge. Kudos to the coaches for teaching them so well. Also kudos to those guys as well for stepping in and making big plays.
What's the biggest shift now for you go against a team that threw the ball pretty much exclusively to now a team that prefers to run the ball? What's the switch there?
Nothing really. Linebackers, D-line are going to get after it. We got to win at the O-line and D-line each and every single play. That's how we win and lose games.
What's Jace Brown doing best for you guys on offense right now?
Catching the ball, I suppose, making big plays, making the plays that we need and whatever. But I think he's doing a really good job. His preparation through the week is making him excel on Saturdays, and it's good to see.
You guys, you think about the Big 12. I've been asking people about this.
Mm-hmm.
You play at BYU, different time zone.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado's a different time zone.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia's a different time zone. Are you getting used to this at all, or does this still kind of feel so new to you?
I would probably say the BYU was a little new to me, but now that we got that under our belt, I guess it don't really matter what time we play at. It's now it don't matter what time we play at. That we still got to show up and play our best.
What did it mean to the offense, and specifically the offensive line, seeing Dylan score a touchdown against his old team?
Yeah, I mean, try to talk to him, throughout the week that, I know it was a big game for him, and I know how bad he wanted to win, but we just didn't make anything more out of the game than what it is, and for him to have the success that he had, and it was really cool to see, though.
Talk about that environment Saturday.
Yeah, it was a pretty loud environment. Obviously, it wasn't too loud for us on defense in a way, but the offense was pretty loud and it was pretty crazy. Just kind of had to block out the noise.
Coach talked about you having a different scheme in that game compared to normal, so you're on the field less, but you still brought it every time you're out there. Can you talk about that?
Oh, yeah, we had some different packages with stopping their really explosive offense. And, it was more of 2 linebackers on the field, more safeties. So, I didn't play as much, but got to get better in passing situations to get on the field more.
Was playing against Shedeur Sanders in offense the way you pictured it?
Yeah, honestly, we kind of knew that going in that they weren't going to they were going to try and run the ball on us and kind of get that established, but they didn't really we kind of stopped that, and we knew that they would go to throwing the ball a lot, and then we knew Shedeur was going to be a really good scrambler, and he's going to be able to extend plays and keep his eyes downfield. And I think our defensive line did a really good job of keeping him contained and got a lot of pressure on him. And, a lot of credit to the defensive line for that.
It's a great point because your defensive front has really been good, especially against the run, but they've gotten the quarterbacks and stuff too. From your perspective, how well have they played at this point?
Oh, the defensive line has played awesome. Mott has every play he's in the quarterback's lap, pressures, sacks. He's done awesome, and I just feel like there's not much drop off in our defensive line room from the ones to the twos to the threes. I mean, they rotate a lot, and they're really good, and they get a lot of pressure on quarterbacks.
That's my
Just what stood out to you most about the way you guys pulled that one out?
that we just kind of just stayed together. We never, felt like that we were gonna, lose that game. Like we always, and like when that game started, like pre-game, all that, like we knew that we were gonna win that game. It was just the way how we were gonna win it, and the way we won it. Those last 2 minutes were, the standpoint of that game. So,
How good do you feel like this team is after 6 games?
Really good. The sky's the limit right now. As we're going forward into, Morgantown, we just keep getting better and better. Like I tell people that we're gonna get better every single day, every single week. Like no matter what, like always try to get better. So.
What do you feel like you guys proved?
That we're a good competitive team. That we're never gonna back down. I know what happened in the BYU game. Wasn't the way we wanted, but coming to this game, we really showed that we can fight on the road. Like no matter what team it is, like we're gonna be fighting. So,
From your perspective, what makes Taquan a good backup quarterback?
He was really, when he came in, he was really confident. I'm happy the way he played too. Just giving all the confidence in him. He gave confidence in us that we were gonna protect for him and run the ball for him. So I was really happy the way he performed in that game when he came in. So I'm really happy for him. So,
Does anything change from a communication standpoint when the backup quarterback has to come in? Or?
Nah, nothing drops off. Taquan, Blake Barnett, they're always in. We always practice with all the QBs, so we always have the same communication, no matter who's the QB in that room. So.
How do you describe him? When I say Taquan Roberson, what comes to mind?
He's a funny guy. He always likes to laugh. He always likes to bring up conversations, but he's a really good dude. So I'm happy that we brought him here. So yeah.